Hello, my terrible people, and welcome back to another episode of the Terrible Cast. I'm your host, Tyrell Terrible, and before we start today's episode, don't forget to follow me on all my platforms, aka on YouTube and Twitter at Tyrell Terrible on Twitter. So I'm just gonna act like I haven't disappeared for almost. When is the last time I posted an episode? Because I want to say since the beginning of the month. Nope, it was definitely during February. Was it? Yep, the last time I posted was February 15th. That's crazy and that's wild. I'm sorry. I'm back and I'm going to try to do better. But yeah, it's been an eventful month. I don't know if I'm going to talk about it on this episode because right now I'm doing something different and I'm going to talk about a TV show that I've been watching for the past, I want to say it definitely have it. Holy shit, I cannot talk today. It definitely hasn't been 7 years, but okay. Let me look up The Flash. Today I'm talking about The Flash. All right, let me look up The Flash's villains. Villains for each season. I think I came back around Flashpoint or something. Or the Flashpoint season. Okay, because I can't find one. Okay, season 1 was Reverse Flash. I wasn't around in. Season 2 was Zoom. I don't remember. Yep, I came around season 3. Season 3? Yep, season 3. Because I definitely remember Savitar. Do I remember Gorilla Grodd? Wait. What is this list? The best villains from each season. Yep, I remember Savitar. Alright, I guess I came around season 3. So, you know what? I don't care. I remember Savitar. That's all I remember Cicada being one of the villains too. But I don't remember what season was he on though. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna just say it. I haven't been a fan of The Flash since the beginning, but I did came back. I did started The Flash around season 3 or after the Flashpoint arc or whatever. But yeah, I want to talk about I spent 3 minutes not talking about you know what? Let's focus. I want to talk about The Flash and how I think season 9 is supposed to be the final season. And right now I'm recording this on Wednesday. So tonight The Flash will release another interlude episode with Nia, aka Dreamer from Supergirl. I'm gonna see how many interludes. I should have done my research. Does The Flash have season 9? Okay, so right now we have a total of 13 episodes. Does IMDb tell me when? I don't think they're gonna tell me. Nope. All right, they are not gonna tell me when. How do people know when we're gonna have interludes or something? All right. Yes, we just wrapped up the Godspeed arc, not Godspeed, Red Death arc, and now we're in the middle till we get to the next graphic novel. And I wish I I know there's I know this episode is going to be. I know this episode is going to be a filler. Last episode was a filler, aka interlude, which we shouldn't have because it's the final season. Like, I feel like I'm gonna compare this show to. Let's compare it to Batwoman. I know Batwoman isn't widely well received, but Batwoman always had 13 episodes, 13 or 11 episodes. And I feel like Batwoman has at least stayed on topic or plot, had plot progression each season without having any filler or interlude episodes. And let's talk about Stargirl, because I have never watched Arrow, and I haven't watched what's the other one? Not Doom Patrol. Nope. I know it's at the tip of my tongue. It's Legends of Tomorrow. I haven't watched Legend of Tomorrow. So are they never good? Interludes of season 9. Interludes of season 9. The Flash. How many episodes are going to be occurring? Why would I hate this? I actually hate that they would never tell. They can't tell you. Okay. What was I talking about? I have no idea what we're talking about. All right. We just concluded the Red Death arc. The Flash is. Oh yeah, no, I remember. Okay, I remember. Stargirl. Yeah, so Stargirl, Batwoman, and I guess Superman and Lois. They all have. The maximum is 15 episodes. I'm guessing the maximum is 15 episodes. How many episodes? Let me look it up. How many episodes does Stargirl season 3 have? And it says 13. Let's look up Batwoman. Oh my gosh. Season 3. Batwoman had 13 episodes. Let's look at Superman and Lois, season 2. Season 2 had 15 episodes. So I'm wondering why in The Flash we are literally. This is the final season. We shouldn't have interludes. Like, I understand, like, oh, let's have some nostalgic factors. Like Lucky Lady. I remember her, even though I don't fully remember her. I know she was around. But, like, I feel like we shouldn't be dealing with this stuff right now. Let's just have a full-on plot progression. But yeah, the Flash is going to Flash. It's so Tuesday. Nope. It's so Wednesday, as they would say. All right. Let's start off what I was excited for. For this season, I was excited. For this season, I was excited. Jesus Christ. For the return of Batwoman, aka Ryan Wilder. Because I seen some leaks on Twitter and everywhere, because I was literally minding my business and I swiped right on my phone, and they were like, "Oh, news article: Javicia Leslie is going to be on the Flash." I'm like, "Oh, okay, Batwoman's returning." Then it's like, "Oh, she's going to be Red Death," and I think I remember that Red Death is a combination of Batman and the Flash. I know that. And I knew, oh, she's going to get a lot of hate. Because if people didn't like Batwoman, I know not only is she a woman playing Red Death, but she is also a black woman playing Red Death. I knew she was going to get hate. But I was still excited to see her. Did I enjoy the Red Death arc? No, no, I didn't. It was an arc. I was excited to see her though, because I missed her acting and everything. I miss Batwoman. But yeah, it wasn't an exciting arc. But I did like I'm not gonna lie, I did, it was funny watching her have her tantrums and everything. It was funny. Will not lie. And I did like seeing her at the end of the episode 4, most likely. I did like seeing her at the end of episode 4. But yeah, now I technically don't know what I'm looking for. I'm glad to see let me drink some water. Let me stay hydrated. Excuse me. I am excited to see what Nia, because Supergirl was, is her name Nia? I know her name is Dreamer. I think she might be Nia. I'm excited to see Nia from Supergirl. Okay. Yeah, I talked about the final the interludes. But you know what? Let's talk about the interludes. Let's talk, because I guess episode 1 wasn't technically an interlude. It was a setup, quote unquote setup. We dealt with Groundhog Day episode where Bears and Iris were stuck in a time loop. Was it a waste of an episode? Yeah. Could they have been doing more important stuff? Like, you know, set up Red Death, let her cause chaos and everything? Yeah. Not even let her, like, you can at least allude to her and she's just causing problems and everything. You could have done that. But we were stuck in a Groundhog Day episode. It was cool. Then, now that we finished with the Red Death, we had, I guess, the Allegra, Cecile, and Lucky Girl episode, where Barry and Iris went off somewhere to deal with their honeymoon, do their baby tour before Nora comes. Then, for this episode, we just did some stupid stuff. Lucky Girl powers were malfunctioning. Cecile was sad because Joe and Jenna, who appeared for one episode this season, at least she appeared. We have yet to see, because we haven't seen her since season 4. It's what I've heard. I can't remember. Whenever Cecile was pregnant, that was the last time we saw her. So yeah, good job for us seeing her. It was fucking wild though. It was fucking wild seeing her, because for some reason I didn't. It was like a full on jump scare. That shit scared me. I was like, who the fuck is this child? And the thing is, why did they hire her? I guess they hired her to put more emotional effect on us, because she was about to get hit by lightning and stuff, and Cecile saved her. And I guess that moved her plot, or her story, that moved Joe and her Cecile's story, for Joe can realize, oh, you're capable of doing that, doing stuff like protecting Central City and everything. And that led to Joe leaving with Jenna to go to the country. And so this episode, Cecile is super sad. She's sleeping in her office and stuff. And they're dealing with Lucky Girl? What's her name? Nope. I don't know. Wait, no. I know her character. Apparently, she is the daughter of the gambler who was in Stargirl. Becky. I know her name is Becky. I think her name is Becky. Becky, yes. We were dealing with Becky and everything. And I feel like this episode wasn't needed. But let's add. But you know what? Who cares? It is what it is. It was an interlude. But let's talk about a lot of other stuff. Let's talk about Chester and Allegra. Something that never needed to happen. And if it did, they could have done it better, because whatever the fuck was happening, where Chester and Allegra was having a will they, won't they, and I'm pretty sure nobody actually cares. Nobody cares. I'm sorry. Sorry to say that. Nobody actually cares, but it's cool. It was very cool. But the thing is, it didn't have to happen. I feel like the only reason why it happened was because they existed near each other. Allegra and Chester did not. I was thinking of what his other name was. I guess it was Chuck. Allegra and Chester did not need to have a romance, and they could literally could have been friends. And I feel like the only reason why it happened is because when a boy and a girl exist near each other, they are automatically put in a relationship. And I feel like those were my least favorite part of the episodes. And when I rewatched them with my dad, I just skipped through them, because it literally does not matter. The only thing that you got from it is like, oh, we are now together after 2 seasons of will they, won't they. And I didn't enjoy it. I literally would not lie. I did not enjoy it. And the time could have been spent on actual other stuff, like the Red Death stuff. That time could have been, because I remember they were having an arc too during the Red Death stuff. Like, oh, I don't know if we could be together right now because we're dealing with Red Death and everything like that. And the thing is, we could have cut half of their time. They could have just had some glances with each other, and like not even a full scene. They could have like a little 2-minute conversation, saying, "Hey, I know we're at a weird place right now, but literally after this Red Death thing, we could deal with it. That's it. We don't need a full on, hey Chuck, I have feelings for you, and I enjoy that kiss and stuff. We did not need that. We did not need that scene with Keon and Allegra saying he is a really good kisser though. Like, what the fuck are you? A fucking 15-year-old? A high schooler? That's such a weird thing for a little grown adult for her to say. But you know what? It's the Flash, as they would say. Then let's talk about Caitlyn dying. Caitlyn in season 8. Caitlyn lost Killer Frost to Firestorm or Deathstorm. Excuse me. And that led to Caitlyn doing everything, trying to get Frost back in there. And so she did, her and Mark did a cryo chamber or whatever. And not only did we not get Caitlyn, not only did we not get Frost, and we didn't even get Caitlyn with ice powers, but we got a whole new character named Keon. Why are we getting a new character? What is the point of us getting a new character in the final season? I just feel like we didn't need that. We literally did not need a new character. We could have just had Frost. I'm not Frost. We could have just had Caitlyn with ice powers and stuff, but she still didn't. But she still wasn't able to get Frost back. That's literally what we could have had. But now we have Keon, who I cannot stand. I'm sorry, I literally cannot stand. I don't know what her powers will be, because I know she literally brought Mark back from the dead with a kiss, Snow White style. Keon, a person who had ice powers, Snow White, snow, bring people back from death. Yeah, and I hope they don't have. I literally hope they don't have a romance plot. Kia is literally like a child now. Keon's a little child. Let's not have a romance plot. But yeah, I feel like Keon wasn't really needed this season. Maybe the reason why they added Keon was because they wanted season 10. Maybe that's why maybe that's why they added Keon, because they expected a season 10, but they only got a season 9. So Caitlyn died, but you know what happened? Nobody did anything like, oh dang, what? Caitlyn died? Nothing like that, because technically Caitlyn died. There's no grieving or anything. It's just like, oh, well, fuck, that's happening. But we don't have time for that. We have to deal with Red Death. And maybe this episode we will deal with, like, they could have even called Cisco. Said, oh shit, I need to call Cisco and say, hey, Caitlyn, a member who has been around with us for 70 years, has been killed / died trying to bring back Frost. That's what they could have done, or at least mentioned, but they didn't. Then that's technically it. I could talk about Chillblaine. I'm kind of sick of him, because I feel like his whole thing this season was him complaining how I want Frost back. I want Frost back. I need you to have ice powers, because that's literally the last thing I had of Frost. Another thing he said, why did you kiss me? The last person who did that was Frost. I feel like his whole arc, or his whole story this season, has been centered around Frost being dead. And something I hope. I hope this does not happen. I hope they don't find a way to bring back Frost, but also to bring back Caitlyn, and we keep Keon. I hope we don't find a way to do that, because I think that would be completely stupid. Because if you're going to do that and they're going to split up again, what's the fucking point of us having Keon this whole season? Like, why do we need another new character of Caitlyn? But yeah, it's the Flash, or what they would say, it's a Wednesday. But yeah, I feel like this season could have been better. This season literally could have been better. I feel like this season should be like, this is the last time I'll see y'all. I'm gonna feel bad. I'm gonna feel. I was hoping to feel empty as soon as the season ended. Like, I just finished Atlanta after 2016 is when it came out, and I just started this year, and I felt so empty when we finished the season. We finished the series. 4 years. That show had That show had been on for 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. For a total of 6 years. And I felt bad for characters I knew for a full-on month. And I have been following The Flash since season 3. And I am not feeling sad about the season. I feel like if this season ends, I won't care at all. Maybe like when Iris gives birth, I will feel something. But right now, I don't care. I literally do not care. And it's bad because it's the final season. I'm expecting greatness. I'm expecting a tearjerker. I'm expecting, I'm gonna miss y'all. But right now, I don't care about the show. And tomorrow, yes, I know I'm gonna watch it on my train ride home. Maybe. Like, the thing is, I might watch it on my train ride home. But the thing is, I actually might watch I'm not watching Moon Girl because I have caught up with it. But I might actually watch finish the Proud Family the new season, because I feel like I could wait to watch it with my dad on Friday. But yeah, those are my thoughts on season 9 and the final season of The Flash. Let me hear y'all thoughts in the comments and stuff. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at the Tyro Terrible. And until next Thursday, most likely,